In this video, we're talking about books, the good, better, and best books. We'll be talking about early readers, building vocabulary, so my first word books, dictionaries, ones with lots of vocabulary. Earlier we did a video of different books to do with teaching colors to your child, the good, better, and best books and what to look for, so you can watch that video. The next basket here, we talked about animals, all kinds of animal books, and the good, better, best books to look for, what to look for. And then this blue basket here, or box, has a lesson called Feathers, Fins, and Fur. And so you can look at that video. It talks about land animals, animals in the sea, and then animals in the sky. So what to look for in those. We're talking about this basket here, early dictionaries or my first word books. So this one is about baby faces. I wish that it was talking about happy, sad, hungry, and things that they're going to experience every day and need to articulate. So if you can find books, and I don't have an example of one, but that talks about emotions for your child so that they can articulate what they're feeling to you early on. Very, very important. So this example I have is a little different. This says yucky, so the baby tasted something that they didn't like and yucky. So it's not the first emotions or words or feelings you should teach, but it's still a fun book. And the example is a real child with a real feeling or emotion. Yum, yum. So this is more in the sensorial area of when you're tasting. You would bring this book out and teach. And smelling. Stinky. Uh-oh, like they're in trouble or they've done something. And this one's boo-hoo. So if it said sad, that would be better. So, emotions, that you should always start there. And then this is a book about, my first book about the body. And it says 3 to 5 years, but your 2-year-old definitely can handle this. It's cartoony, but it's still realistic. So here is teaching, things on your face. And you can say ears, point to your ears. Make it interactive. This is a book, but you want to be interactive with your child. So always start with your child, everything to do with them, their feelings, their body parts, what they do every day, the objects in their environment. So think very concrete, very simple, and work out from there. The people in their lives, arms and legs, what they do. They run, they jump. Can you walk across the room? Can you run to the yard and back? Can you skip? Reaching, holding, lifting. You want to give them vocabulary to talk about what they're doing. Toes and feet and fingers. The spine, bending. So this is a great thing. Everything their body is doing and what it can do. Baby's first words. So this is a great book, except for one thing I would change is it has the first letter that is uppercase. You want all the letters lowercase because an early reader is always lowercase. You don't teach the uppercase letter until after they know all the lowercase letters. So it makes it difficult for them to read early on when it's uppercase. So please always look for lowercase words. But it has true-to-life pictures. They can learn vocabulary, so it's a good book, but not an early reader. This is a fantastic book. It's by Baby Einstein. Most of all, it has lowercase words, true-to-life pictures. There's a few cartoony things, but the actual pictures are real pictures. And so the first one is teaching food. You want to start with what's in their environment, what they need to articulate, and food is very basic. numbers, musical instruments, nature. You can go on a rock hunt. You can put a pine cone in your backyard and go on a nature hunt to find a pine cone. You can go outside and say, do you see the sun? Do you see the clouds? So make it interactive at all times. Maybe have some blocks that they can play with. If they have a doll in the room, say, can you go get your doll? Transportation, how to get around. School bus. And always read it with the first letter emphasized. Canoe. Car. Wagon. Slippers. So on and so forth. Animals. Things in your house. So this is a fabulous book. In this one book, they learned so much vocabulary. You want to look for these. Now this one doesn't have the thick pages. It's thicker than some, but it's a little bit older, an older child, maybe 3, where it has the definition, so you can read the definition. But you can omit that if the child is younger. You can still use this, but it doesn't have the hard cardboard pages. It shows uppercase and lowercase. The word is in lowercase, which is fabulous. And it has real pictures. You always want to have the accurate picture and not a fake cartoon of a purple bear or something. None of that helps them. Please avoid that at all costs. Now this has illustrations instead of real pictures, but it still has the lowercase letters and it has the definitions. So still a good book if you're looking secondhand. Pick it up, keep it in your closet, put it away for when your child's ready. You can bring it out like it's a storybook and read to them. You don't have to read Disney storybooks to your child. A young child younger than 6, you want to start with everything that you teach your child being concrete. It means real, not abstract. A unicorn, a fairy, those type of things do not educate your child. They distract your child. They confuse your child. They cannot understand real and fake. You have to ground them in reality and creativity, fairyland, and make-believe come later. So these are still true-to-life pictures, but they're more illustrations. So it still works. It's lowercase words. So still a good book. So that's what you want to look for as you're trying to pick out vocabulary books, dictionaries. First words is high-quality book, real-to-life pictures with the colors being realistic. Try to stick with real pictures versus illustrations at the beginning. And then have a variety of books. I hope that helps. Thank you.